Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I make art videos, and today's video is quite special because I'm working on this ink and watercolor illustration of Kieran and I in celebration of our 5-year anniversary that is on the 12th of August. If you missed my previous video, this is the first video to go up while Kieran and I are away on holidays. If you didn't know, we are in America for 6 weeks. So I know I usually upload 3 videos per week, but since I'm gone for so long, it was quite difficult to try and pre-make, lots of videos. So I am cutting down to 1 video per week, so you're still getting videos from me, and this is the first video of those pre-filmed ones. And for our anniversary, we are actually at Disney World, and we are going to be spending the day at one of the parks, and then later that night we have a reservation for Cinderella's royal table. So it's going to be an amazing day, and I am vlogging my holiday as well. So if you'd like to watch those videos, you can check out my vlogging channel. I will link it in the video and in the description. So yeah, for this video, I actually asked you guys to ask me some relationship related questions to answer in this video because I thought that would be kind of interesting to do. So the first question is from Lexus WS, and they've asked, how did you guys meet and when was that? So we started dating in August 2011 and we met in April 2011, and the way we met is kind of funny. We actually met at a nightclub, which is kind of like the last place I thought I would meet someone. But basically, Kieran and I had made eye contact a couple of times that night, which, I mean, that happens quite regularly when you're at nightclubs. And then a bit later on, I was walking out of the girls' bathrooms, and Kieran comes up to me and says, "Hey, did my friend go in there?" And I was pretty tipsy at the time, and I obviously didn't know who he was or who his friend was, so I was just really confused, and I was like, I have no idea, sorry. And then once he realized I had no idea, he introduced himself and we started chatting, and then we found out that we got along really well and we had lots of similar interests. So then after that night, we started hanging out regularly, and then he eventually asked me to be his girlfriend. And by the way, that was his male friend that did go into the girls' bathrooms. The next question is from Victorianne Nicole, and they've asked, does Kieran ever inspire any of your artwork? I would say yes, but not so much in the sense that I think of Kieran and then I have an amazing idea. I think it's a lot more subtle and, that kind of thing. Like, obviously, I've been living with Kieran for a while now, we've been dating for a long time, and, I'm sure he influences my life and my art in ways that I probably don't even realize. So yeah, it's probably more like that rather than like a super romantic way of going, I just thought of Kieran and then I had this fantastic idea. It doesn't really work that way, but yeah, he definitely does inspire me in different ways. The next question is from Pixie_Hollow, and they've asked, how do you overcome obstacles in life or in the relationship? So for us, I wouldn't say that we really have many obstacles in the relationship, but if there are things that bother us or that kind of thing, we usually just talk about it and work through it. We're both pretty rational people. We don't fight or yell at each other or that kind of thing. Yeah, we just talk about it, and if we need to do something then we do, but if we don't, we don't. And yeah, I think talking rationally is very important, and nothing really gets heated, which I think is really good. And just, obstacles in life, same kind of thing, we just deal with it. If we need to talk about it or do something, then we do. Yeah. And the next question is from Rebel Rocker 15, and they've asked, what are your favorite things about each other? So obviously I can't really speak for Kieran because he's not here right now, but for me, obviously I love pretty much everything about Kieran, but my favorite things that I think are pretty important. He's really funny and makes me laugh a lot. I think that's really important. And we're very silly together as well. Like we have very similar senses of humor and silliness. And I also love how passionate he is about just things in general in life, about his martial arts or things that he cares about, you know, like me and our relationship and other stuff. I really like that quality. And yeah, there's tons more, but I won't bore you guys with all of that mushy stuff. And the next question here is from _sana, and they've asked both of your daily routines and who has the longer hair. I have the longer hair, and our daily routines, well, Kieran works full time, so usually, you know, he goes to work all day and then he comes home and he'll either go to training or he will play some video games or we'll watch a movie or a TV show or something like that. And for me, I am working from home at the moment, so, you know, my days are usually I get up and I, you know, get ready in the morning, and then I will either be making art, working on a video, that kind of stuff. And I might also fit in some housework during the day, and that kind of thing. My days aren't really that interesting, but yeah, that's kind of like day-to-day life. And in my downtime, I like to watch Netflix, YouTube, play some video games, hang out with Kieran obviously, and that kind of thing. The next question is from WolfHusky90, and they've asked, are you both ever planning on getting married in the near future? Well, we're not really planning it, you know, it's definitely something that we've talked about, and I'm sure if we're together for a few more years, it'll probably happen, but it's not something that we're really planning, and obviously if Kieran is planning it, he's probably not going to tell me, so yeah, like we're definitely not in a rush to get married at all, but maybe one day, you know, if we're still together in the near future, it'll probably happen. But yeah, I mean, weddings are pretty expensive and that kind of thing, so probably won't be just yet, but maybe in the future. And then the next question is from Pats Packy, and they've asked, would you like to have kids someday? Yes, I would, and so would Kieran. And then I've got a question here from 88 Noonie, and they've asked, how can you manage your time between the art and your relations? So like I said before, I work from home at the moment, so, you know, usually I will work on art and videos and that kind of thing while Kieran is at his job, so that when he gets home we can spend time together. And if for some reason, you know, he might work a day on the weekend, you know, I will generally work that day as well. Like I will kind of work my schedule around his schedule because I can. So I don't really have any problems with making art and hanging out with him, and also we live together, so, you know, we see each other a lot anyway, so yeah. And the last question is from Lauren Santoro 99, and they've asked, has anyone from a previous relationship been a problem for you guys? And yes, there has been one person, and I don't want to go into too much detail or gossip about it, but basically Kieran's ex-girlfriend tried to get back together with him while we were dating, and this was pretty early on in our relationship, and, you know, Kieran just wanted to be friends with her, and I was totally fine with that, but obviously she wasn't. So after some drama, he basically said, you know, I don't want you in my life anymore. And yeah, so that was a long time ago, and we're pretty happy that that's all over. And it wasn't really a problem, it was just annoying. Anyway, that is all the questions that I received. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel either. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And at the moment, I am only uploading one video per week for the next couple of weeks, but I usually upload 3 videos. So once I get back from holiday, things should go back to normal. Don't forget to subscribe to my vlogging channel if you want to go watch my holiday and see what I get up to in America. And yeah, I think that's all from me today. So thank you for watching. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in next week's video. And for the piece of art that I'm making, this is actually based off a drawing that I did for Inktober last year. It's slightly different, but it's basically the same kind of thing.